Well, we are here in Pioneer Square with Tija Petrovich, owner, CEO, mentor, trainer, friend, many other, how we can call Tija? We can call you.
Many relationships. We have so many relationships.
And owner, of course, of Seattle Fitness. And Tija, can you give us a tour and a little story about Seattle Fitness?
Sure. Boy, I hate to give you a tour now. It's all torn apart, but this was a wonderful reception and check-in area. We served our community for, in total, with 2 gyms, 36 years. And what I mean by that is, in 1984, I worked for the original gym called Sound Conditioning Club and was a trainer there. Taught some classes, and eventually my partner Sandy Smith and I in 1995 bought the gym, and we changed the name to Seattle Fitness, kept it open, and we were actually upstairs in this building, and it was about 15,000 square feet. And then in 2007, we moved down here to the corner of First and King. We sort of always wanted to be here. It was much smaller. It's 8,000 square feet, but it's a really cool to be on the ground level retail in Pioneer Square, especially in such a historic building. This used to be the Seattle Hardware Building, and I like to think that we kept it the Hardware Building. So that's the brief little history, Tristan.
So when you moved here, before you moved here, you was a trainer. Before,
Yes.
For how long time, Tia?
Oh, I've been a trainer since 1982 or 83. Yeah.
And from there you meet your amazing staff.
You know, well, it was interesting because when Sandy and I bought the club, we actually had to tell the staff that I worked with that I'm the new owner. And that's a little weird when you work with people, but it didn't turn out to be. Everyone had such great connections and such love. We were all young hot shots, and I just said, let's do this together. And we've been doing it together every day since, adding new staff and finding new folks. A lot of our staff came from members. Members became staff, a lot of them. So it's been a long-term love, a long-term project, a long-term event, and long-term fun.
So Seattle Fitness was not just the fitness club.
No, that's how we reeled you in by trying to get you fit. I like to think of it as a community center, a heart, a place where you could come. You didn't even have to work out. You could come and grab a cup of coffee and sit down and just talk with the staff. And my belief was just getting you in the door that day probably meant that you're making a pattern, and you'll come in sometime and you'll get back into working out. But people go through so many things in their lives, and they don't always have a great place to share it with, a confidence to share. And I think we had that with the staff. It was so much more than a gym. Sure, for some folks it was just a great place to run on the treadmill or do sit-ups, but for so much more, it was a community. It was a community around fitness. Whether you were going through rehab, you broke something, whether you had cancer, you're recovering, whether you needed a new hip or knee, whether you wanted to try running and then you wanted to try marathoning, whether you wanted to lose weight. Sure, we had all the answers to that, and we could help you through that. But much more, it was about your partners, you, your friends, your family. Tristan, you know that.
Yes.
You and your wife. You started here.
I started here in 2012.
And you were married, and we have gone a long way with you guys. So it's about being family. You even have members that have married into your family. You know that. I think I've been to 15 or 16 staff weddings so far. Wow. So yeah, it's about family in the whole community. It's about a community place where people could come and just relax and chill out and get fit, have fun, and feel the love, feel people really caring for other people.
So during this time too, when we are heartbroken, saying goodbye to this beautiful place, to many of us, we feel like not just was our job, our work, our place to work, it was our home, our same place. Many of us, Jerome, Rosie, my wife Erin, John, etc., etc., all for mention everyone, they find this place as a just place to come and feel better. But also, they was part of the life of this place and contributed also to Pioneer Square.
Yes, yes. It was a wonderful business, a legacy business for Pioneer Square. It's just too bad it's gone now. But, you know, COVID's done a number on a lot of places. I just happen to be one of them. I think the hardest part about that is we're a big bunch of huggers and a big bunch of fist pumping and we're athletic people, and we can't even do that now. So, I mean, you and I have to stay 6 to 10 feet apart to film this. That's hard. How do you say goodbye to a family and you can't even hug? All you can do is stand and sob 6 feet apart. That's the hardest part.
So how many people you can mention, remember, how many companies make this place also not just the fitness place for a company?
Oh, companies? Oh, we have business and corporate group lists dated back over the years. 400 or 500 companies have used us, and we have had over, Sandy and I counted the other day, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of members that we've serviced in all these years. It's just tens of thousands of members that we have served.
What is your 3 favorite memories you have to share being here at Seattle Fitness?
Tristan, some of those I can't.
Some
Some of those I can't say. So let's just say that because we've had some fun stuff. Super Bowl was wonderful. We had the Super Bowl parade, and I was over on 4th Avenue running an errand and thought I would quickly run back here to the gym. I thought I was almost swallowed up by the crowd down here just trying to get here. It took me maybe an hour to get here. I dropped my phone during it, and I had to scream, "Woman going down!" just to get my phone and pop up so the crowd wouldn't trample me. The crowd was so thick. It was a sea of people, no cars. So we even had to lock the doors and enjoy the view from inside because it was so much. People were climbing up lamp posts, signposts, going crazy. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I think the earthquake was a big deal when we had the earthquake upstairs. And not that it was a fond memory, but I'll tell you a fun story. I was very happy with the staff. We had the big Nisqually quake. Was it the Squall? I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, and I remember looking out the window and seeing what I thought was a dust plume. And I had to look closer, and it was a fire hydrant that had exploded across the street, was shooting in the air. Bricks had blown off, and someone was sitting in their desk chair without the wall anymore, just staring, and I thought, this is real. I was running up the stairs to make sure everyone had taken cover. One of my instructors, Bruce, was standing in a door frame with a member he was training, completely covering her and protecting her. I ran downstairs, and everyone was down and under and took cover. There were members in the showers that ran out. We threw them towels, and they were sitting in towels, just shaking. And after things calmed down a bit, we quickly got everyone up, dressed, out, and I ordered my staff, go ahead, take everyone outside to the zone, which was a parking lot at the time. But I look back and I can laugh because no one was hurt. When I went outside, the whole 83 King building was emptied on the street, all employees. And I said, "Where's Seattle Fitness? Where's Seattle Fitness?" And someone pointed over there. And I looked, and where over there was under the viaduct. They were standing under the viaduct, which we all know wasn't safe and hadn't been safe since the earthquake. And I just screamed and lost it and ran over there, "Get out of the viaduct, get into the open." So that was it was a good memory, a funny memory. No one got hurt, so it was just an unusual thing. So there's a couple for you.
So for the last question, and it's not just a question, what you can tell me? Just mention one thing about one of each of your staff. This is also your family.
Oh.
You can.
You know how many staff I've had over the years?
I know.
Hundreds.
There's
Hundreds.
many of them.
Yes.
What do you like? One thing you like from each of them. What do you can keep from them?
Why don't you give me the name and I'll tell you the word. Oh, strength. Strength, and that's inner strength.
Heather.
Intensity.
John.
Joan or John?
John Milazzo.
Oh, Joan Milazzo. Spunk. Spunk.
Nadia.
Nadia. Funny, funny, funny. She can crack me up.
Rosie.
Rosie. Boy. Well, first thing that comes up with Rosie is sincerity. Smart and sincere.
Marcy.
Love.
Tyler.
Tyler. Oh, I know the word. I want to think of the word, but it is, he keeps evolving. He's an evolving, open-minded, evolving human. I have 3 words for him.
Little John.
Little John, sweet. John is very sweet.
Arthur.
Arthur. Oh, boy. I want to say he's my bear, and his hugs are incredible. I miss those. Your wife or Big Aaron?
Wife, Aaron.
Big Aaron?
Aaron Hume.
Oh, your wife? Smart. So I've already used smart, but she is smart. Boy, creative. I have a lot for her. Smart, creative, intelligent. Surprising. Surprising.
Aaron Hart.
Aaron Hart. So obviously, Aaron Hart's talent is he's an artist. He's a very talented artist. So art comes to mind, and talent.
Okay, yeah. So you lost thoughts about being here, stepping Ramiel, where was Ramiel's, where was over there, all the big weights.
Yeah.
This area was restaurant, studio.
My last thoughts? If you're going to go out on top. It was a great ride. No one can take that away from us. And I was privileged to own this business. Privileged. For everyone that's helped me in the neighborhood, all the building owners, landlords, all the engineers, the members, the staff, the residents. It was a sheer privilege to have this business.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for all the years.
Yeah.
And, well, we're still here.
We're still here. I'm still here. I live in Pioneer Square. One never knows. One never knows.
Thank you so much, Steve.
You're welcome, Tristan. Thank you.